everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I sincerely hope that the fire truck or the police doesn't pass by again, so you guys don't hear that sound. Of course, I'm happy that they're saving lives, but it doesn't go well with the video and I don't have my mic with me. So welcome in and welcome back. I haven't posted in a week and I want to tell you why. If you've been watching and following along, you guys know that I'm doing a December lock-in challenge. I'm still doing my December lock-in challenge, but I just want to update you guys on where I'm at personally, because I feel like the last week I've gone through something, some tribulations, some hurdles, and now I'm finally honed in, back on track, and in the right headspace to continue and to post. So my December lock-in challenge is going so differently than what I expected it to be. Let me explain why. So when I first started the December lock-in challenge, I really wanted to lock in on things like my finances, on things like the healthy habits that I'm building right now. So that way, when I'm doing my winter arc, I am, I have those habits down pat. It's part of my daily routine. So it feels easy for me to do the things that I know are good for me and the things that I know are conducive to the dream life that I want to live. I feel like what nobody tells you about changing and what nobody tells you about evolving and becoming the best version of yourself is that you're gonna go through trials and tribulations. And I genuinely feel like that's what happened to me last week. I don't know. It was like, I was so good. I was on track. I was following my regimen, my routine. I felt so good. And then I felt like maybe it was a spiritual attack coming on where all of a sudden I had zero motivation. All of a sudden I didn't want to do the things that I knew were conducive to me living my dream life. All of a sudden I was eating out, I was buying food, and all these things started popping up, and I felt like I couldn't show up authentically. I couldn't show up and post videos when I knew I wasn't even following through for myself. It felt ingenuine. And sometimes when you're going through these changes, when you're going through a different life and setting new boundaries for yourself, you are gonna come up on these blocks or spiritual attacks or things that challenge the old identity and the old life and the old belief system. And yeah, it was a tough week for me. That's as much as I can say. It was a tough week for me. So how I've been able to overcome it this week, we are now on Wednesday. It's Wednesday today. And one way that I've been able to overcome it, is talking to friends. I spoke with my best friend. I just let her know what I was going through, how I was going through it. I was very silent. I tend to turn inwards when I'm going through things. And just having somebody there, having a different energy to just give me a different perspective was so helpful. Another thing that I did too, of course, during that week, I kept asking God, I don't know why this is happening. Of course, I knew deep down, because God will always send you trials to see if you're ready and if you're actually becoming the person to receive the blessing or to receive the change. He will always put you through a trial to see where you're at. And that's what was happening. And I didn't want it to happen because I wanted to be good. I wanted to be in that good, thriving energy, vibrant energy of the change. But still, sometimes we have to go through those lows in order to appreciate the highs. And so when we are on the high, we can always give praise to God. So I was asking God, I don't know why this is happening. Why am I going through this? I was doing so well and now I'm not, and all these things. And yeah, talking to my friend helped a lot. And then also incorporating just moving my body, working out. I've always been an active person, but I do Pilates at home. But while I was going through my situation, I couldn't. Everything literally just fell apart at the drop of the hat. And it was disturbing to me because I didn't like that. I didn't like that I was slipping back into the mold of who I used to be. So I prayed and I said, God, I need strength. I need help. I don't know how it's gonna come, but I want to get through this and I don't want to stay the same person. So when I did my prayer, it came through the form of my best friend. us talking about it, getting outside more, working out, adding weights to my routine, and just feeling good, surrounding myself with good energy, and helping me get more creative, getting outside of my head, getting out of my own way, so that I could see that, oh, I'm going through a trial, but that doesn't mean that I have to stay here forever. It doesn't mean that I have to let this trial take me out and give up on what I know I want for my future. So honestly, I had a whole entire plan for the whole month, but obviously sometimes things don't go the way that you want to. And I wanted to share the story because maybe sometimes when you're trying to do something that is to change yourself or to change who you are or whatever that is for you, yeah, you are going to go through failures. Yeah, you are going to disappoint yourself sometimes, because that's just how the cookie crumbles. Sometimes you fall for the trap. Sometimes you fail, and that doesn't mean that you're a bad person, and that doesn't mean that it's not okay to fail, and it's not okay to go through these trials and sometimes fail the trial, because it gets you to see what it is that you're missing, or it gets you to see where you keep falling short over and over again. And so discipline has been one of my biggest thing, and I know that my future self and the dream life that I want to live, that woman that she is a disciplined person. But I think sometimes I tend to take it to the extreme where I'm overly disciplined that I feel burnt out from it, because there's no flexibility in aspects of my life. And sometimes we need fluidity, and that's what I was missing in my life. So I've now figured out a good balance, and just talking to my best friend and us figuring out a different plan and doing things together, getting out of the house and all of that has really helped a lot. And I feel so much better, so much lighter, and I'm so grateful that God gave me my answer through her and allowing me to have this new perspective on how I'm going to continue my December challenge. December is almost over, but we're still gonna keep going through it, because I know at the end of the day it's going to be so rewarding to have done it, and so rewarding to have stuck through it. And even though there was a hiccup, it doesn't mean that I gave up. It doesn't mean that I let go of my dreams and the life that I want to live. So yeah, I just wanted to share that word with you. And I feel like if you are going through something similar, just know that it's okay to fail. Sometimes you will revert to your old self, and when you catch it, that's your opportunity to change, but also recognize why you became that way. What was the pattern? How did you fall short? And so that way you don't repeat those same mistakes over and over again. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am going to be hosting a Zoom meeting this upcoming Sunday. If you'd like to join me, if it is something you want to do, let me know in the comments below. I'll send you the link and we can meet. We can talk about life, your goals, what you're going through right now, how you've fallen short, what failure do you feel like has you stuck in a certain area of your life. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Ciao.